Thanks for joining me on Anne's Space as I continue my travels around New Zealand. I'm leaving Opunake and I'm heading back up Mt Taranaki. I'm doing another walk and hopefully don't get wet under the waterfall. Then I go through a republic. Yes, seriously, there's a republic in the middle of New Zealand. I have to watch out for trains as I go, and then for the evening I stop at a beautiful river where I even have a swim. So come on and join me. Good morning. I headed off early this morning from my park at Opunake, but I've only just come up the hill and there's a lookout. Like, wow, how beautiful is this first thing in the morning? Have a look around. Heading down the coast. Quite a few vans packed up here last night. I think they didn't get to go for a quick swim. Oh, it's been a beautiful drive this morning. Away from the coast and back towards Mt Taranaki. Just been so relaxing driving in the roads in New Zealand. I've really enjoyed it. The sun is very bright this morning. Come up to the Dawson Falls area of Mt Taranaki, and I'm just going to do a couple of short walks here. Not a cloud in the sky. How amazing. This is why I came to New Zealand in February, because I felt that the weather would be the best. And yes, we did get the worst cyclone that's ever hit New Zealand. I'm going to do the Kapuni track, which is about an hour. I've got to be mindful of my time today. I'm hopefully meeting up with John, so I think this will give me a good taste of the area. It's just lovely getting out on the track. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, so very quiet and still quite cold. Yeah, you might notice I've changed my t-shirt again. I'd like to promote Mad Campers. The van is really great, so I thought I'll wear this one on this walk. So unfortunately I can't get to the base of the waterfall today because it's all under repair. Appointment, John's unable to meet me today or at all, so his family's got health problems, so c'est la vie, it's not my day. I can't get to the bottom of the falls, but at least I can see most of the falls, so that's good. So just coming back from my walk, and I've only been walking for about 3/4 of an hour, and already the mountain is covered by cloud. It's certainly worth coming to these places early because the cloud does just drop down. Anyway, it's a good walk. So the next thing I'm going to do is the Forgotten Highway. Isn't that a brilliant name? So I'm not quite sure why it's forgotten because it's been there for a very long time. It is the only state highway that's got some gravel section, but it's only I think about 12 kilometres, so I'm sure all will be fine. So off I go. The first of 5 saddles that I go over on the Forbidden Highway. This one's called Strathmore Saddle. And yes, nice views, that's for sure. And it's good that I've got somewhere to pull off, because often I find there's no warning of views and then there's nowhere to pull off. So this is a good one. So I've just arrived at the second of the saddles. This is Pokahura Saddle. Can you hear all those cicadas? Very noisy. Beautiful views. And there's no traffic on the road. Well, hardly anything. Brilliant. Really enjoying the drive. Well, no worries there. I'll certainly sit. So, the first saddle, Tongamamona Saddle. Or I think that's how that's pronounced. And funnily, just when I stopped here, 3 vehicles have gone past. They're the first vehicles I've seen in, I don't know, 3/4 of an hour. So, yeah, it's a pretty road. I've had a couple of railway crossings which I've had to stop at. Not that there's any trains, it's just that railway carts do tours along the old railway line. So pretty cool. And it sounds like there's another, it's a big truck coming up the hill. So I'll wander across the road, have a look at the other side. So the road's fairly good. There's a few potholes, but you know, because there's no traffic, I can just take it easy. So Whangamomona is actually a republic. It was declared a public. It has its own leader. Back in the 1960s, I think. I read a little bit about it, but all very amusing. Well, you got to stop when you see a cannon and you see a sign. Hilarious, isn't it? It's too funny. Oh, I love it. New Zealand sense of humour. So this is the beautiful town of Tongamoana, and some great public toilets, very clean, and a pub down there, so going to check it out. All sorts of buildings here. This was the bank. Originally the bank started in one room, but then they built their own bank. The old school here. I'm not quite sure what this building was, but it's now a shop. We've got the fire station by the looks of things, the men's shed, the butcher over the road, the post office. Of course, every town needs a post office. And of course, the hotel, home of the Republic. So this is one of the stop signs that I've been stopping at for the rail carts that come along. Haven't seen any today, but I did look up the price and it is fairly expensive. So certainly not in my budget. Afternoon. Yeah, very well done. I had to laugh when I saw this butcher's shop that's not really a shop. It reminds me of when I was in Dawson City in Canada. They did the same sort of idea of all the old buildings. Yep, whenever you're ready. This friendly cat who eats from the visitors to town. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. Just popped into the pub to have a look around and probably have something to eat. Looks like a fascinating old pub, but it's got some history. Here we have our 4th saddle, Tahara Saddle. Just as peaceful, except there is a cow down there, as any of the others, or all of the others. There's been some road subsidence here, so the workmen are here. They must be out on lunch. maybe down the pub. So, yeah, when things collapse, they seriously collapse down here. Across the road, no traffic. There's been a few slips where I've travelled in the last week. Some fairly serious, reverting to one lane. But if you travel sensibly, not a problem. So this is the tunnel, obviously. I was reading how they actually dug out the bottom of this tunnel to make it taller so the big trucks could come through. So it wasn't a width problem, it was just the height. No concrete there, it's just timber above us. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? A little tunnel. So all's going well coming down the gravel road. There's been very little traffic, just pulled over just because I could. There's actually a toilet here, which is very sweet, and I can hear a waterfall, so I might just go and have a look and see what's down here. Okay, Joshua Morgan's grave. I just read about on that phone. So let's go down and have a look. It's nice to get out, stretch my legs. I mean, certainly not a tiring drive. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, so glad with the slight persuasion from my friend John that I decided to come this way. Just a really, really pretty spot there. And up here is the grave. So young, but a memorable surveyor all the same. I have found another perfect campsite. I'll put the name of it down below. I can't remember it. It's just about 20k west of Taumaranui though. So I've finished the Forbidden World Highway, and what a great day I've had. Even stopped up the top and had a long chat to my daughter Tracy, so that was really nice. But I've just parked up the van, easy as, and I'm gonna go for a swim, I think. Thanks for staying to the end as I continued my travel around New Zealand. It was so much fun driving the Forgotten Highway and yes, doing another walk on Mt Taranaki. So parked up for the night, off for a beautiful swim. Until next time, bye for now.